Young with no one around. That was knocked loose. Just a
reach out and connect with his fans.
Passes it to Carter. Moves back up. That's in.
Inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
Yeah,
great communication.
It's setting up the shot.
Here's the professor. And count the best professor. Shakes off the strong deep.
Yeah, like the dunks. One. Come on, guys, concentrate on the fundamentals. Come on.
And all these great players are still fans of the game.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Prez finishing.
The big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing. Quarter. Down low, here's Mickey. Loses his man off his. Here's the professor. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Drains. And Young kicks to Mickey.
Oh, and the lead gets ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. All right, thank you as always, David. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable. Now, here's Harrington. He's got 7. And Young's. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Well, guys, if you're the other team, you now have to find a way to answer back. Can't afford to give up too much.
Don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
We'll turn up.
Chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for they put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to.
So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's the professor, and he goes in for the. Cartwright comes in for Crowder, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Young. And then for Sacramento.
Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
With the captain of the ship, you know the rest of his teammates look to him to provide when things are tight.
Passes to Young. Lays it up and
win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building and there's no one.
Here's the professor. Young with the pass.
Out rebound.
The dish to Horford. Lots of room. Yep. Here's the professor. Kicks it out to Bradley. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 7 times tonight. Nailed 5 of them. The professor in at point guard. Jay Crowder out there with Cartwright. Then there's Horford. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's the professor. Rebound. 5 to shoot. The professor passes to Crowder. And it's good for.
Pose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And Young needs to drain these perimeter jumpers.
Part of the second quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. It's blocked. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. New York, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Let's go now to the sideline and catch on the court for the Knicks. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. And Stevenson is out there with Rose. And feeds to Smart. To the paint. The shot's good from the professor Mickey. Then there's Bradley. And it's Young in at the shooting guard. Here's the professor. That's good. Best. Here's the professor. He's covered by Rose. Crowder, the pass to the professor. And count it. 2 points to Smart. Here's the professor. Good and Smart. Young pass to the professor. Lays it up, and despite of the
Finish with style.
here's the professor. An amazing finish with a shot clock at 6. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
Was better.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approach,
Tipped away. Gasol with the steal. It's picked off. Here's the professor. Count it from
from 3.
Here's the professor. And the layup's good off the glass. First quarter. Here's the professor. And they're going to count the bucket in quarter. Poked loose. And I got underway. Here's the professor. And it goes as the official calls. And it's Neto in at the 1. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. It's good. Nice touch there. Brown outside. Here's the professor. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish. Poked away. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And the basket is in. Here's the professor. From beyond the arc. That was enough space. Passes it to the professor. It's good.
That time, he's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
All so far. Fires from 14. And the basket by Boston needs to get off a shot. On its way from Young for 2. And another basket for Boston. The professor passes to Mickey. And he takes that one up. And
Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish off assists.
tipped away. Oh, and there's the one. A little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's the professor.
Yes. Yeah, dunk it. Yeah, like the dunks. One more time and dunk it again. Yeah.
Boston. The three. He's just scored his first basket with that shot. 1:56 left to play here in the first. Horford gets the bucket. And play after play in that game.
You know, let's see if he can keep it going tonight.
The professor. Brown trying to free himself up. And again, it's Boston. Looking to get it going. And the layup is good. Left side, Brown. Here's the professor. The shot's good from.
These are just terrible shots he's attempting right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horse.
Basket counts.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the
Fresh. Hey, yo!
Mickey out there with Horford, and it's Young, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot.
And that's a...
Now here's Evans, looking for his first basket still in this one. Celtics with the lead. Here's the professor. Takes it into the teeth of the D. Here's the professor. To the inside. Here's Mickey. The offensive rebound. The basket drop. Then there's Howard. And it's Schroeder in at the point. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And a look at Prez there. Just takes the 13-footer. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point. Here's the professor. And he... Here's Brown. And that one goes in as he is... It's stolen. Here's Young. Hard finish for kicks to Howard. Shoots a 3. And it's Schroeder missing.
He isn't getting it to fall.
And it's Young in at the 2 spot. Just 4 to shoot. Cartwright misses. Okay, well, let's check in with David.
3%.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's the professor. Prez finishing off the play to the professor. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young passes to Cartwright. Up off the screen, and down it goes. That one home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on...
Here's the professor, and he bangs it home with one hand. And the Celtics with possession here. And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. It's a 3-point game. There's the pick. Here's the professor, and the layup's good off the glass. Out to the right wing. Releases, and there are the Celtics with 9.5 minutes through it right now. Here's the professor. Hangs in mid-air against the Rockets in their last game.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is...
Valentine kicks to Mirotic, and it's blocked. Their miss. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Wade, it's blocked.
Well, it's not the best start to this half. 1 for 4. 5
to shoot. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation.
No reason to believe it won't be until the final buzzer.
Here's the professor. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance.
Individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
And get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Shots good.